because like they had like a plan. They were like, oh, if you do like this certain amount of interviews per week,
every week,
you get this many hours, like you'll be on a certain track that you just get it. And then some weeks you do more than others. So
and every semester people ignore that. So
That's crazy.
I mean, it's college students. Like we're gonna procrastinate.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like APO is a family, so like if you need 10 more interviews and it's like the last 2 days, you can just put in the group chat and like.
Yeah, you'll just have to put in work at the end. But like I don't know anyone who's. It's not hard to find people to interview.
No, definitely not. And even with hours, like there's so many like events, and then just like everyone's doing it. It's fun to do with other people. So I don't know.
I know my older sister, was in a real sorority, and it was Zeta. I don't know if I'm legally allowed to say that. I don't know, like if the machine's coming after me. But she was at Furman, and their interview process, they had to interview every sister, but the interviews weren't like talking to them. It was like, oh yeah, I'll sign off on your interview requirement. Just do my laundry or get me a Starbucks drink. You know, like you have to do like a little task for someone.
That's hazing.
I
know you're about to would be like, that's a good idea.
Nah, I'm glad APO doesn't do hazing, but for like actual frats who don't haze, I'm like, that's lame. Like
yeah.
Like,
well, I'm like,
why would I join a frat if I can't haze? Like that's a whole like stereotypical college experience. It's fun.
Like, I think minor hazing is fun if you're expecting it. Like if you're going into Greek life, like that kind of hazing that's that kind where it's like do my laundry. I think it's just kind of funny.
Yeah,
or like carry around like a fanny pack.
Yeah, or like
just don't do like the actual hazing.
Like, I'm saying like not like words like oh my god, like drink this whole drink right now. Like yeah, like no, that's
okay. Yeah. Elephant walk.
Like some words like I don't know, go get me like cookout. I think it's funny because they want to get into fraternity so bad that they're willing to do it. I'm like, why not? Like because when they finish the pledging process, they're gonna be able to do it to the next person. So it's like it returns itself. Yeah. It comes back around.
Or the pledge test to carry around like a watermelon the entire semester.
Yeah,
that's such a good.
Crazy.
That's a good. I mean, I feel like at that point you should like strap it to yourself or something.
Yeah, just put it in your backpack.
What if a brother comes around and cuts off the strap?
Dropped.
He would do that.
He'd be like, "Where's your watermelon pledge?"
Bro, that would be so evil because you know the person like when it drops, they would be so heartbroken.
Yeah. You'd wait till the end too. You do that
the day before.
Like last week.
Why am I like I'm not this villain? Come on, I'm
for
you call yourself a villain.
I'm like a lovable villain now. I'm like
Megamind.
No.
What do you mean? That's a great lovable villain.
Yeah, but that's not who I want to be.
He's not villainous enough.
I'm like the Joker.
That's not a lovable. He's not a lovable villain.
He is a lovable villain.
He's like if you saw the
People
Joker, you
would follow him all the time.
And I'm scared of them. If I saw like someone dressed as the Joker, I would think like a shooting was about to happen.
But I'm not dressing like I just embody his. Like I don't know if I want to say.
Yeah, you're digging yourself in your own grave.
I'm a fun, lovable villain. That's all you need. I'm unique. One of one.
So you'd say like the Mark Hamill's Joker. Yeah, the Grinch.
Yeah, that's good.
Like the original Jokers were more just fun.
Oh yeah.
Not like the ones that are now. Like
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, I hope you're not Heath Ledger Joker.
Bro, blew up a hospital.
He literally blew up a hospital.
Okay, but character development.
How did that develop his character?
How did that develop?
I'm talking about like this. I feel like a good villain develops like the superhero more than a superhero being a good character developing the villain.
True.
And they move the plot better. Like I'm gonna watch a superhero movie because the villain is good. Because I feel like usually superheroes are very like, oh, we're just like fighting for our country, or we're very like whatever. Yeah. They never have too much like personality.
I care about a villain much more because they have more room to maneuver.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what this podcast is like. Like you're the villain, Max is the hero.
He's the hero,
bro. Because you're always hating on people.
That's not.
You are.
I'm a lover, man. I'm a lover. Don't let.
He's a lovable scamp.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Facts.
Yeah.
We have to make sure you say something nice about everyone every time they come on.
Yeah. Say something nice about
me. Not to say though. That's fine.
Something nice about Nick. There's so many things to say.
Then I can say something mean about Nick.
Yeah, we need balance. I need some roasts
Say
too.
your mean thing first, and then like I can like cool it down.
I need a roast. Like
A roast.
I know there are things you can say.
They'll never win president.
Don't ever say that to me again.
I'm voting for you. If I see your name on the ballot, I'm voting.
Bro,
for you.
some people actually wrote me in on the ballot. I'm like, don't do that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, actually, please go vote.
Please
do not do that.
Do not.
One nice thing about Nick Nick's like the best friend that even if like you aren't friends, he's still a great friend. Like it's like you're always down to meet someone new and like reach out. Cause I know especially when I was like pledging, but even like as last semester when we weren't that close, you'd be like, "Oh, you need a ride? I got you." Or like, blah blah blah. Or I'm going to this event. Like, how about you? Are you? I always try to make sure everyone's like connected and like feels welcome, which is something that everyone does. And not even like I feel like not everyone has that quality. So
thank you. I try to do that.
True APO go.
Oh God, you embody friendship, leadership, and service.
Yeah, I try. We'll see how the MOB vote goes. If Ben Stevens wins again.
Plug, yeah.
Shameless plug. If you're listening to this, show up. Brothers meeting, exec voting Thursday at 7 p.m. Are you even nominated?
I don't know.
He can get nominated night up.
If you went there, you could have nominated yourself. Or you could have told me to nominate you.
I'm not gonna nominate. I don't want to tell anyone.
You'd be the first associate.
You don't want people to discuss you?
I won't. If I'm gonna get nominated for most outstanding brother, I want it because someone's like, that guy deserves it. Not because
you don't want to nominate yourself.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm like, please, like, can you please, like, put my name on the ballot so people like.
Like guys, consider me. Like,
it's okay. If I don't win this semester, I'm winning next semester.
Hey, I'll nominate you next semester if you pop out.
I'm gonna.
If you're on education committee again, it could be.
I am going to go insane next semester. I don't know what that means.
So go to service with me today from 1 to 4.
I literally.
He said next semester. Okay.
I have other obligations, but
this is going to be the season of Jhyrah.
Maybe next week.
Yeah, that's the semester of Jhyrah.
Oh God, I'm gonna end it on the bang.
The Steelers missing out in the playoffs.
Okay. Don't hate now. We're gonna talk about sports. That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Are you talking with Daniel tomorrow?
Daniel? No.
No, Daniel's gonna be another college.
Yeah.
All right.
They'll probably get him next Friday. But you know, APO had their brothers auction where like we basically just like people offer up items and then people buy them for a certain amount.
It's really fun.
And Nick, you offered up. It was a custom cutting board.
Yeah, I offered a cutting board that I would build out of the type of wood you want.
Okay.
And I like whoever bought it. I'm sure I'll talk to them on if they want the routed. Oh, Zeta, I think. Okay. I just was not entirely sure. But like if they want, she wants the routed edges and like the rubber feet on the bottom. I just gotta like consult with her about that. But yeah, built from scratch.
Oh, yeah, they're like really nice.
Yeah, well, she spent too much money on it. I'm like, if it was like $20, I'd be like, you get what you get. Deal with it.
You know, like what,
like 65.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, and now I'm like, dang, I actually have to.
Are you like engrave her name in it too?
I used to like do wood burning, like engraving initials.
You could take it to the makerspace and like do it for free. Didn't you?
I could, but I have wood burning equipment. I'm just kind of bad at it, so I think it would lower the quality of the piece.
Yeah. I'll be excited to see the final product.
Yeah.
Cherry. She better pick cherry. Cherry's the best.
Dude, I think walnut's pretty cool. Walnut's the most expensive one too. So if you have a set price.
How long have you been doing woodworking?
I think like close to a decade. I mean, not like seriously for the first half or so. I mostly got into it because I wanted to like DIY things, fix things around the house, hang up a picture frame. And my grandfather bought me a table saw, which is like woodworking is a huge investment to get in.
Yeah.
So like a table saw, you can do the vast majority of things you need to do on a table saw. So that was like really kickstarted it. I don't know if I ever would have gotten into it because it's expensive. Yeah. But once I got the table saw, I could start like making pieces and like selling them to family friends. Use that to buy my next piece of equipment and stuff. Yeah, and I was able to build up, and I got really into like the woodworking channels on YouTube to go through like how to build a piece of furniture. So I like try to go through the goal of building everything in my room in Greensboro, and I eventually accomplished it like 5 years in. And I love building furniture mostly.
What's your favorite thing you've ever built?
That's what I was gonna say.
I built. My high school did a senior project, which is like the last month or two of school. You basically just do a mini internship. And then COVID happened. So they were like, do something at home. And so I built a fully wooden ping pong table, like where every single piece of it is wooden, down to like the net is made out of woven wooden strips. And it was sick. It weighs like 500 pounds or something.
Whoa,
but
that is insane.
I really loved it. It's not my best work, but
How long did it take you?
It took me like a month probably.
So
Like
crazy.
But that was like a full-time job. Like I didn't have
Yeah.
school at that time.
Yeah.
So I was just working on it.
That's cool. I'll have to, maybe I'll buy something from you.
Maybe you should buy a ping pong table. I found on Etsy, like the equivalent of that on Etsy would cost like $10,000.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, like it's not only like a big like structure,
Yeah.
but it's also like, you know, I mean the woven.
It's like every technique combined. Yeah. But I mean,
you ever thought about selling stuff like that on Etsy or anything? Or just
not on Etsy. I'm too like, I've fallen into the trap of like not believing in my work enough.
Bro, you definitely should.
If you make it, you can see like, oh, I messed up there. But obviously if you show it to someone, they're like,
I think that's why I would buy it though, is like
because it's handmade.
Yeah, because it is like, you know, someone took their time and you like writing, you know, I'm like, not. I mean, you're not new because you've been doing it for 10 years and like you said like 5 years seriously, but like, you know, oh, I'm kind of new to it, or at least I'm not a professional.
Yeah, like I'm doing this
just for fun.
I'm just a guy.
Yeah, just a guy.
I'm just Ken.
I think people respect that. Like I know like this one girl in my class was talking about how she like knits stuff and sells it.
Yeah.
And she was talking about sometimes she got kind of down because, you know, sometimes she might knit one thing and it doesn't look the same way as like the others did.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the whole process of making something handmade. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be the same every single time. It's like a new experience, new, you know, instinct every single time.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I would be fine, and I have sold things that I built already.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll donate them to an auction, or I'll like sell them to get money for myself, because then people can look at it and say, I want this for this price. But a lot of woodworking is people wanting custom made things that are like, I need a solution to this problem, or I want, someone asked me, I did make that. Someone asked me to make like, it was a weird board, like a wooden board you can put on a pool table that has a bunch of holes in it, and you try to like hit the cue ball to land in some of the holes on the board. So I built that, but like, it's just like, you don't know at the start, like they're offering they want a price, they want to know that you can do it. And I don't want to like promise anything. If I mostly just do it for fun, and every professional woodworker I've talked to is like, do not do this as a job. You're going to hate it. Like, I don't want to do it.
Even like if you talk to people at like the state fair and stuff like that, like you like.
I have talked to a guy at the state fair, but I mostly talk to him about like techniques and how to do it, and I do it for fun. Like, I would sell things at the state fair because, like, like the guy there, he makes bowls and cutting boards and stuff, and those are fun because you can just sell the finished product and people can see what they're buying.
Yeah. So
I would do that, but like, it's too much work now. Like, I'm at college in a townhouse. I can't bring a table saw.
I was like, you don't have it in your room, do you?
Yeah, I have to build it like at my parents' house over winter break.
How long do you think it's gonna take you? I mean, if it's
cutting boards are like, you can make them, but like, you can make them more complex. Obviously, I'm gonna like put a lot of work into it, but it is something you can make as a beginner. Like, it is just a slab of wood at the end of the day.
Yeah.
There's not really many joints or anything you have to put in it. So it would take me like a week probably. Half of that goes into finishing.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Like I always respect. That's why going to art museums is my favorite. I like looking at someone's craft and knowing that they spent hours and time like just trying to perfect and get this down to like a certain like image in their mind. It's
a really satisfying thing to do, to just like build a concrete product and see it being formed and have something at the end of it that you can use. And especially like just meeting all the people in the industry is really great, because like you have to go to specialty lumber yards and they'll just ask you like, hey, what are you trying to make? And you'll just like talk to other people who've done it like their whole life, and they give you different ideas. You can see what other people have made, and it's like a smaller community. So it's really nice to just talk to people in it.
What's your dream build?
My dream build?
An ark.
Yeah, an ark. Because the flood is coming, guys.
Okay.
No.
That'd be sick.
Actually though, the senior project I was gonna work with a guy, a friend of a guy I know who builds like canoes, basically like wooden boats.
Mhm.
So building like a canoe would be sick. It's
Yeah.
like an entirely different